Good evening, this is Barbara Campbell, and this is the presentation for the website for the anti-racism. So this is the United States for the website. In the US, racism is more about color than culture. Culture it occurs, but mostly color. So many people, black and white, men and women, can all be racists. So the image and the wording represents that all of the people in the photo say racism needs to stop, and it stops with them. So racism, it stops with me. So that's just saying them saying, I'm not supporting it. I'm against racism. So it's kind of analogical in a sense that it's a group of signs that cause a viewer to make a mental comparison. And I use that for the logo up in the top, which is the white and the black hands are holding. And with how they're placed, it makes that look like a heart. So representing love. So the logo in the image is simple and it can be easily understood. So for India, the image represents multi-cultures fighting against racism. So the main difference here from the US, again, the picture in the US, the image represents more color versus culture. So in this one, I'm using the cadence sign that combine to form a new composite sign. So those outside the culture may not completely understand or may be confused, or the image just appears doesn't really make sense without they don't know the purpose of it. And so what I'm using that with is the logo again. So again, it's the black and white, and it has that swastika in the center. So those outside the culture may not understand that that swastika represents good nature, because of course us Westerners, they, portray that to hatred, but it means good fortune in India. So again, that wouldn't be known. It's more of a condensed sign. And of course, cultural familiarity, it creates that emotion that drive the engagement to sell the brand and brand recall. So cultural familiarity creates emotion and it drives engagement for that brand recall. Cultural codes are like a social perspective, a group geographical country, region, or location. And there's a strong correlation between these emotions and culture. In ads, symbols, rituals, and colors have a significant difference, the meaning and the message across cultures. So companies must always keep this in mind not to offend the viewer. Visual emotional appeal can encompass a wide range of emotions such as humor, fear, romance, sexuality, sadness, someone could be angry, excited, jealous, proud, or, create a nostalgia. So semiotic codes are used to communicate meanings. Again, that analogical is that group of signs that can cause a viewer to make a mental comparison. The condensed sign that combined to form a new composite sign. Those outside the culture may not understand. So it's important to use visual elements because they are a quick visual reference tool. A simple representation is all that is needed for customers to remember your product. Colors and other images can convey emotions, like the heart or the holding hands represent love. And sometimes these feelings will set your product apart from other products. It's also very important that you investigate when promoting these products in another country or demographic area, because what may be socially acceptable in one place may not be somewhere else. And you could unwillfully insult someone. So again, that swastika in India, it means good fortune, but Westerners, they may view it as hate because of, Germany and Hitler. So this could make or break a company in advertising and marketing. Thank you.